to the Open Mic Podcast. Back this week with another episode. With me, as always, Jason.
Yes.
I like that was good. That was very Butlerish. And this week we've been trying to get you in here for a while. Thanks for coming out, everybody. It's Todd Birdwell.
Hey. Hell yeah, glad to be here.
Nice. You gave us a hell yeah. We're so fucking special. So we're back this week. We're going to do an episode for you guys with Todd. Todd, I was going to ask you, how long have you been doing comedy and where did you start?
I started here, and I was just trying to think if it's 3 or 4 years. I don't think it's 4 years, so maybe 3 years.
It's always good to shave a year off. So
yeah,
when you do well,
Corona.
like, I'm like 2 years in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I did start in the summer, so I want to say it was
3 summers ago,
2018.
Yeah,
so that would make
years.
19, 20, 21. 3 years.
Yeah, I'm glad you had to use your fingers for 3.
Just to be sure. Yeah, I do finance by day, by the way.
I can tell by the way you didn't even unfold the finger all the way. You were like, oh, that's already counting.
Oh, my phone's charging. Hopefully it'll get higher than 5.
Yeah. Where was the first place you went up at?
I think it was Hyenas. Yeah, Hyenas. Dallas.
Right.
Yeah,
Are you
Dallas
from
Comedy House?
You from Dallas area, or where are you from?
Yeah, I grew up in Plano, Carrollton area.
Oh, with all the other white people.
Yeah, which is just a little bit north of Dallas. It's a suburb of Dallas.
I was trying to figure out where your accent was from, and it's from fucking rich kid area. Fucking.
Yeah. It's from 75 in Spring Valley.
Area's changed. I'll tell you that much. I don't know.
Yeah. You got some questions for us, Jason?
Well, yeah. First off, you guys looking pretty slick here, huh?
Track boys in the house tonight.
Yes, sir. What up?
Track boys. People, I notice like when you post tracksuits and I post tracksuits, people like really get a kick out of it and start saying we look like Russian gangsters. I'm Mexican.
Like it's a track off.
Yeah.
It's a track off.
I actually said that. I don't know if you saw last week. I posted that mixed match tracksuit I got, and we said we should have a track meet off. But I spelled it like meat. That. Yeah.
I like that tracksuit. That's like the McDonald's wallpaper edition.
Yeah. This is the good McDonald's that has the black toilets in it. Okay, right. Yeah. This isn't your fucking downtown McDonald's.
No, that shit makes me want to have a picnic real bad.
Oh, dude, it's actually it's
you get
my
a
uniform.
Sunday there at all times.
Oh, and the shake machine's never down. Shamrock shakes year round.
I feel like you out pizzaed the Hut, and that's how you got that motherfucker.
That's not even a good burn because I love Pizza Hut. They're fucking great.
Is that a custom? What is that?
You know what? You'll never know. But I will tell you, it's my uniform. It's flame retardant, and it's good for flame retardants. So, and that's okay to say in Oklahoma because I did it, and they gave me an applause break. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's your justification.
Yeah. Cool. And I don't mean anybody mentally handicapped. I mean like.
They
Jason's.
say that word doesn't offend
Jason's.
people that actually are mentally handicapped, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. We should take it away from them.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm sure you guys are wearing nice shoes too.
I'm wearing old beat up shoes because I didn't think you'd bring it up. So I'm wearing some old Converse, but Converse look good when they're beat up.
Okay, but you'll typically go out with some nice shoes with these suits. I saw you had some ones on, right?
Yeah, I just got these from a shoe convention.
The high ones. Oh, nice. I have those, but in all white. He's got the silver and white, almost, but not completely. The Marty McFlys.
Oh yeah,
you remember those?
Yeah,
I used to have those.
They're pretty nice. These are the Japan neutral gray. Almost said gay for Pride Month, but.
It would have been inclusive.
We're all neutral gays here. That's fine, dude. I'm neutral. I mean, I don't care.
I don't think I got fleeced at the sneaker con. I don't know. I paid $200 for them, so I think that's good.
That's actually you'd pay more getting them online. 200's about right for those.
52.60 probably on StockX.
Yeah, and then you got to pay
the all white ones I got. I paid about like $180 for, and I mean that was like that's kind of a good deal.
Then you pay the tax and the shipping, so I didn't have to do that. So it was good.
Although
I had to wait, through the line to get in. It was $25 and then wade through the sea of people.
Yeah. How was that sneaker con? Was it cool? I wanted to go, but I also found out it was happening the day it happened.
It's like a garage sale with cool shit. I don't know.
I've always been interested and wanted to go every year that it came through, and for some reason I never make it. You told me this year, you're like, hey, it's next week. I was like, let's go.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, and then you're like, maybe like an hour later, you're like, hey, it was today.
Oh, no, I stood out there a little bit, I don't know if it's just because I'm new to the game or just,
Yeah, I just always want to go see if I find anything rare or anything that I've been looking for that's like 400 online but 200 there. Like,
Yeah.
I want some 4s really bad. 4s are hard to find unless you're paying $400, $500
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
And like 300's about my cutoff, and even then, it's like maybe one pair I'll pay that much for.
Yeah, there were several like large vendors, and they all kind of had the same thing. It just became a matter of which ones have your size.
Yeah.
I can see that being a thing at a con because it's just like they're supposed to have all the stock on hand. And
Yeah. And then there were a bunch of like solo people kind of outside with their own collection selling and shit.
Little back door.
Out of their cars.
Some
Man, I messed up and bought some Jordans where you got like the weird shape or weird stance for Jordan online from like those Facebook ads. I'm like, what, $115 for some 4s? And then you get them and it's not even Jordan. Looks like it's Shaq on there.
Oh, really?
shit.
Yeah. This
You
shit
fell
sucks.
for that.
Yeah, I fell for it hard, dude.
Like, let
It's
me
a
just see.
one-legged Jordan.
He's doing like some weird kind of dive
I
move.
got for a
He's
gift.
swinging a baseball bat.
My wife got me a gift. Got me some knockoff Jordans. They were knockoffs, and like Jordan had like a butt crack, and it's like his like one of his ankles was like wavy right at the end, and
Yeah, he got hit. He was moving so fast. It just looks like
this
that.
is a special edition.
Yeah.
it's a misprint.
It's
Yeah,
insane
it's
though,
a
like
knockoff.
how big the market is in Jordans.
Oh, dude,
Like,
it's
I haven't looked
crazy.
into it, but he's had to have made a shitload of money off the.
Oh, he's still
for as
making
long
money,
as he's
dude.
had it.
It's-
I've made it a point now that if I buy Jordans, I just basically don't wear them at all unless I'm like wearing them like specifically knowing they're going to stay clean and then be able to keep them boxed in case I sell them. So
Yeah.
There's only like 2
I
pairs of
figure
my
I'm just
Jordans that I
buying
wear like
two,
that.
two pair every time I get a new one online.
yeah,
That way I can sell it
yeah.
a year later.
But
Year
something
plus
hold
later.
on to them. Yeah, just hold on and sell it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
the reason I ask is I'm sure you guys have stepped in shit in brand new shoes.
Not in a long time, man. Maybe when I was younger, but no, I'm very like I'll go to Jason's house and some of my newer shoes, and he'll be in his backyard. He's like, just walk around the side. And I'm like, no, open the door. I'm not walking through your grass in these shoes. I'm just
No.
not.
Yeah. You kind of ruined the question.
Yeah, I know.
So I was going to say, how do you clean it?
I know
you've
how
stepped
to
in
clean
shit.
it,
Okay.
though.
How do you get some shit out of your shoe?
Have you stepped in shit in your new shoes?
Not in good ones, but I recently did step in shit, and then I happened to get in my car, and I didn't realize it until 5 minutes later. You're driving, and the
Yeah.
AC kicks on,
Like, what's
and
that
it just
fucking
smells
smell?
like dog shit. And you got it all over your fucking floor mats. So
That
how
sucks.
do
Then
you
gotta
clean it? Because I got
those.
dog shit in my fucking car right
Well,
now.
your car-
You're like right
yeah.
now still, right?
Yeah. You're gonna have to pay someone for the car. I don't know about that, but like the shoes, either you got to have like a toothbrush on hand that's just for your shoes, or I bought a couple of different cleaning kits. So like in my travel bag, I have shoe wipes that I take with, which I feel like they're just dude wipes, but I'm using them on my shoe. But
Yeah.
but there's also another cleaning kit that comes with like a brush that like gets up in between those cracks and gets the shit out.
I use a fork.
I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
the thought
Plastic
of a
fork?
toothbrush has never crossed my mind. I don't know why. It seems like
Just buy, they're like $1. Just buy a shitty cheap toothbrush, and you can. They'll last for a while too. And I mean, it gets up in the cracks and the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm neurotic about my shoes, though. I mean, I got a shitload of.
Yeah.
I got the Jordans. I mean, that's new to me, but I also have a shitload of Filas. I just buy like white Filas, and I have a collection.
I do
They're
chucks
cheap.
for everydays. I do chucks for everydays, and then I just pop out anything else, like if I'm going somewhere or doing something. You know,
Man, I'll switch it up. I'll change shoes 3 times in a day depending on what I'm doing.
you got a little bit of more active schedule than I do.
Yeah.
so.
But I don't know where the all white shoe fetish came in. You know, I got more white shoes than a gay mime.
Well,
Which
there-
aren't they all gay?
Yeah, I was gonna say there are no straight mimes. There's no. You show me a straight mime, I show you a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Pride
guy's.
Month. Give it up.
He's either lying to us or himself. But yeah, I mean, I got like 2 different pairs of white Vans, like 3 different white Converse, a few different white Jordans, white Air Force Ones. I got like the low and the highs. Same. I mean, because a white shoe goes with everything.
My thoughts changing on keeping them pristine clean, and then now sometimes when I see like a weathered pair,
Yeah.
I kind of like that age
Yeah.
look. You know, it's like
See-
a guitar that's been played well.
Look at these Chucks right here. Like they're dirty. They're kind of dirty right now, but I'll let them get completely fucked, and then I'll clean them. And since they're leather, they go back to looking like almost brand new again.
Yeah.
So I like the Chucks.
shine 'em up.
Those look. I think they look like cool or vintage or whatever if they're like kind of beat up.
Yeah.
So I mean, those I don't mind, but for the rest, I'm pretty neurotic. I'll show you my shoe room. I have a shoe room before
room.
we leave. Yeah, I'll show you. And I don't even have to
Goddamn.
get shit out, but. Yeah, I'm pretty neurotic with it. That's why I carry shoe wipes. If I'm going to a show,
You change the air that's going into the shoe room.
yeah, I have to. It's actually a humidor, and I regulate the humidity. But
So
like,
no poker and smoking and all that shit.
no,
in
no,
there?
I close
Not
that door
happening?
if I'm smoking in the house.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like if I'm going to a show, I'll wear like slides or like these shoes till I get to the club, and then I'll put on like my ones or my Jordans.
I
so
put
don't,
two and
so I
two
don't
together.
crease them.
But I figured out the whole slide thing once
Yeah.
I got Jordans.
That's
Now
the
it all
purpose.
makes so much fucking sense.
Completely.
Yeah.
It clicked. It all of a sudden clicked.
Yeah.
The socks with the sandals.
It wasn't
I
just
get
for
it.
kids.
Yeah.
Because you pop them off and you put them on, and that way because in the cars when you crease them, it's pushing that gas or brake pedal or just having them like that.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck that.
Thanks for that.
The
Yeah.
reason I asked was because
That
I
would
stepped
have
in
been
shit today.
a
and
novice mistake that I'd make there.
I stepped in shit today and I had to clean it out, and I realized that was just a fork is the best thing I was able to come up with on the fly.
Now, was it a fork that you eat
Yeah, it
with?
was a metal fork.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Plastic
the plastic
fork.
one broke. Yeah, they
You've
broke.
DoorDashed? Well, you don't use the fork side. You use the stem side.
Yeah, I actually just used each one of the picks. I'd pick and break it off and use it, and then break another one.
Did you
and
wait
use
for it to dry?
No, it was still like kind of fresh a little.
I feel like Jason was like eating some meat and cleaning his shoe and using the
I feel
same
like
fork.
you got to wait for it to
I
dry.
mean, you rinse it off with some soap.
That's some things don't wash off. It's like that old Family Guy joke. They said something about they don't buy. I can't remember the bit, but it was something about they won't buy spoons at a thrift shop because what if a hair lip had eaten from that before? And I'm like, well, you can't catch it that way, but good call.
Can't you?
Same. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't buy
imagine half the spoons there just have burn marks on the bottom.
This spoon is very convenient. It's like a trigger. It's bent. Yeah,
I get real sleepy when I use grandma's silverware.
I get all my silverware from restaurants. I just put it in the to-go box.
Yeah, that's the move.
All right, how about this? Would you rather have finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers?
What? Say that again. Say that again.
Would you rather have finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers?
Like protruding, like a
Yeah,
pencil
yeah,
eraser.
like
Like
a
I call them
finger.
pencil eraser nipples.
Yep. Or you have really tiny little nubs for fingers.
Little nibs.
Or you
Nips.
might have some big areola
Nipple
fingers. I don't
fingers.
know.
Oh, you got fucking 5 salamis hanging off your hand.
Some sand dollar fingers.
You got some bologna slices trying to pick up a sandwich. Man,
Your t-shirt look real floppy in there.
I don't know. I feel like they would make shirts differently. Like maybe they'd make a separate like little pocket for your nipples if they were hanging out that
Yeah, they're
much.
starting to make underwear like that where you can separate your cock and balls.
So maybe nipple pockets.
Or you tuck it down kind of like a
Nickets.
tranny. I've been watching RuPaul recently with my girlfriend, and they roll it up or tuck it up. I don't know the proper
Roll it up.
terminology.
I wish I had that kind of length,
But
dude.
Yeah.
yeah, roll it up.
It's-
There's
whatever
all
the
races on that show.
Whatever situation calls for.
You know,
Mine just goes back inside me like a dog, dude.
Well, I guess tucks for smaller and rolls for bigger. I mean, there's
Dude,
two
I
different
don't even
people.
think I could tuck mine if I wanted to.
You just push it in like a belly button.
Yeah, I just boop it back in and it's out of
I
the
mean
way.
the width of electrical tape alone. I don't know if you got to cover that.
Yeah, then I need something to cover the tape. That's why I don't wear pants too tight because people are going to be looking at my camel toe, and I'm just be like, if you're going to buy me dinner, I'll probably put out. I don't care, whatever, it's fine. But
you just don't want to be subjectified and feel like meat.
I kind of do though. It feels good.
Well, then maybe you should
For
start
me.
wearing tighter pants. Rue.
No.
Just tell you right now. Buy them at Rue.
Nah, I'm okay.
Would you rather wear someone else's?
Wait, hold on. What
Oh,
kind
okay.
of what would you pick? I
Oh,
think
yeah, I
I
guess you
think I'd
didn't
go with
pick.
the finger nips.
Well,
I know the nipples like fingers because you won't be able to. I don't want to.
Yeah, you need hands.
Yeah, you need
gotta
hands.
have hands.
I guess it's got to be nipples. I mean, because people function with like nubs and just palms and no fingers. I mean, you make it work.
But that's not living. That's functioning.
But you could at least fool someone in the public and hide the finger tits and like say
Fingernips.
say you
Your
meet a
fipples.
girl, you meet a nice gal, you go home, you have to tell her, you know, that
No,
you
you
got
don't.
finger tits,
Oh,
or you take your
lights
shirt
out.
off, or I don't know, you do something, maybe you try to hide it.
You can
But it definitely lowers your success rate if you're coming in there with nubs.
yeah.
I mean,
But if you finger, she's not even gonna feel it, dude.
No, well, that's
you got a
what
little. You got a little.
You know,
It's
I
all
would
just,
imagine you want to jump right to business if you don't have fingers.
Maybe you could even like with your nipples. I don't know, depending if she's down with it. You know.
they're the size of fingers.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You could nipple her.
Ooh, you can nipple fuck her.
But also too, you could also just fuck like Tony Soprano and always have your shirt on,
nah, just laying
like
on
a
your
boss.
back.
Like take
Yeah.
my clothes off for you. You work for me. I don't work for you. Yeah.
I wonder if they just ride him and just grab his tits, you know, just one of each tit while they ride Tony
just
Soprano.
hold on to one like a handle. and
What
go.
if it feels good and the chick can like 75 in Arapaho your nipples and then she?
I've
can,
seen a
like,
lot of
ride you like that.
Sopranos, and in every sex scene, he's laying on his back, except for one. There's one sex scene where he's laying pipe on top.
Yeah, and
He
his
really
face
gives her
is
the
so
business.
red when he rolls over. Yeah.
What I remember is he
I think
actually
that's when he died. I think that's when he had his heart attack and died.
he's like out of breath less after he has sex than when he is just walking around and shit. You know, I mean, he's like more out of breath just standing around and doing shit.
I thought of a great name for this episode already.
Yeah.
James Gandol-Finger me. That's a fire name. We'll see if we can come up with something better. But
All right, how about this? Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use someone else's toothbrush?
Who's the person?
doesn't matter. It's gross. I'll
Either
take the
way.
underwear. I'll take the underwear. I don't want to put it in my mouth. I don't. Other people's breath, unless it's somebody I'm going to make out with, it makes me want to. Like, you know, when a drunk guy will come up and put his arm on you and talk all close. When their breath gets in my mouth, I always like, I don't like it. I don't want it.
I'm gonna agree with Mikey.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
I can wash my dick. Some things will feel like they're always in there. I got someone spit in my mouth recently.
I wear a
Doesn't
goddamn
matter, but
diaper
it felt like it
before
wouldn't
I
come out.
fucking use some stranger's toothbrush.
Yeah.
Let's say if it's like your significant other and it's like either wear their dirty underwear or use their toothbrush.
I'm single, so I'm free on this one.
But I'm just saying, let's say you weren't.
I've used a girlfriend's toothbrush before.
Yeah.
Because I go for that move all the time. I mean, I don't tell them.
That kind of justifies why my answer, I would have gone with the toothbrush because, I mean, I'm used
If
to
it's significant other, yeah, I could see that. I mean,
If it's nice and dry, I mean, especially, I don't know who the person's mouth is and it's dry, doesn't look like it's been used. All right, fuck it. I mean, oh shit, I used someone's toothbrush, you know, whatever. I mean,
yeah,
I don't really want to wear somebody's dirty underwear, man. Fucking ball funk, farts. What if there's some fucking shards?
What about wearing your girlfriend's underwear?
They go
for the day?
They go farther up than I like.
you're wearing them
Yeah.
right now. He's wearing his wife's underwear
My
right
voice
now.
is a little higher this week than
Yeah.
normal.
Split your balls
so, yeah.
in two.
Dude,
And then I wrap it
Just
around
hangs out
each
on each
one just to
side.
keep them positioned. Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not giving away any secrets to say, like, if I'm with somebody, I've probably done way nastier things than use their toothbrush to that person. So that wouldn't bother me. In that case, I'll do the toothbrush. But if it's a stranger or another dude, I'm not putting their toothbrush in my mouth. What are we kissing here?
Absolutely.
Now, I'm not scared of that. Just like get to know me first, bro. Whatever.
How about this? Would you rather paint a wall with your face or with your knees?
Face.
Yeah. Face?
I'm gonna go knees on this one. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I have a bad knee.
it doesn't have to be a quality painting, does it? Like just paint a wall.
Yeah, just make a painting on a wall. Like you paint a wall. You know, would you paint
Like
a wall?
paint-
You
the
know,
whole
what
wall.
I don't like? How every single failed business has now become an art canvas for some loser to go spray paint. Like there are good murals and there are good artists that do that, but it's jumped the shark. Can we say that? Can we say that?
Yeah.
I think so. Like they're
Yeah.
letting like their kids and friends and the neighborhood kids be like, no, here you guys, you can do it here at my building.
Yeah.
You know, and shit, and they suck at it. They're not even
Yeah, it's like
artists.
painting with a twist.
You guys
shit.
can think of anything else? Sandwich shop. Sandwiches are easy. Just put some meat cheese on a bread.
Yeah.
That's all you can think of.
So when I read this question somewhere is where I found it. I just pictured like, so how would you do it with your knees? Like how would you paint the wall?
I mean, you fucking dance like Elvis, or like, you know, you just fucking
You're like on
need-
Footloose, like
Yeah,
fucking
just
she's a
need a knee.
maniac, right?
My knee is swollen right now from falling down like an old man last week. I'd go face because I could
Smear it
slop
around.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, my neck popped.
Yeah, you just walk sideways each way, and
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That'd
but
be
how are you
kinda
going to do the next level up? or
face
the
left
top?
and face right, Daniel-san.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, in my mind, I just pictured, like, Eddie Gordo doing, like, capoeira dancing with his fucking knees and shit and just smearing them across the wall as he was doing Brazilian.
Eddie, you're making a goddamn mess.
I'm painting the wall, aren't I?
No, you're painting the house. The floors, Eddie.
Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
Depends, because, I mean, future self, I'm already going to know to, like, give myself winners of sports things so I can, it's the easiest way to flip money. But my older self, maybe I could change my present self. That's a tough one. What would you pick?
I don't know. I think if I met my younger self, that guy, that asshole, would be like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
But he
Punch
wouldn't
yourself
take any.
out?
He wouldn't take any of the wisdom seriously.
Exactly.
I only learned lessons the hard way.
I feel like I'd kick my own ass and I'd still lose either way.
Yeah.
how
So
about
maybe
the-
the future. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll just tell me, "Hey, you know, just fucking take the ride." You know, whatever that gay saying is. Pride Month. I know a guy that knows a gay guy, by the way.
Yeah. That guy's bi, actually. I know him too. I was banking on that.
That counts.
Yeah.
So what if you beat up your future self, which is likely to happen then too, or tell him to go fuck himself or whatever? You know?
Well, that
we
means
got in a brawl.
that means I did it because I didn't stick to the plan, and I should have lost weight like I said I was going to. And since I didn't stick to the plan, I'm going to kick my ass right now, motherfucker.
Or be like, hey, just punch me. I want to go back to the future with a punch.
Yeah.
All right?
No, I don't want that. That
I was
sounds
seeing if you'd
terrible.
agree with it. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I guess not.
You got me at first, but I trusted you, and you led me to a trap.
I like this tracksuit top here. It's actually not a tracksuit. Well, I guess it is a tracksuit, but it's the Firebird model. It's
Yeah.
slightly different. It's not the traditional, you know.
Yeah, like I said, I like that they do the trefoil on those Adidas ones, not
Yeah.
those 3 lines they're cheaply doing now. I hate those.
I mean, the second I put this on with the bigger collar, I mean, I swear to God, I can almost see the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, dude, I feel like I'm on a boat and I see it in the distance, and it's just saying, "Come
You know,
on."
when you put a tracksuit on, you can defend yourself from a woman, and it's not assault.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just slap her with a sauce spoon.
Well, she's got to hit you first. That's for sure.
You immediately speak with street slang, and you
It
know
was
a
an
guy that
Italian
knows a guy.
joke because that's all we have left. That's the only,
Italian-
thing we can
Well, we
make.
can. Oh, check this out. We can rip on white people. Me and Jason are actively, and you guys DM us if you can think of any. We're trying to find some good slurs for white people.
Because nothing hurts quite enough yet.
I
That's
know
out
what we
there.
said earlier doesn't work for the masses.
Yeah.
So
no,
far, we've
I
only
mean-
landed on Peckerwood. That just seems to be
Well,
like the
I
most
had
painful
an idea.
one,
Jason
so.
keeps shooting
What about
down.
Wody?
Wodie's pretty good. Wodie's good, but the one I said is like we should take fag from gay people because they don't like it, and it is a hurtful word, and all white people should just be fags now. They should be like, look at
Yeah.
this fag over
Kinda
here,
repurpose
and it has
it.
nothing to do with gay because it's just a white guy.
Let's see what
It
you're
does-
saying.
I don't
nothing
see
to
the
do with sexual
reality of that
orientation.
happening, but I will say that I think that would be a pretty hurtful word to have.
That
if it
would,
was.
right? It is a hurtful
it
word,
absolutely
and
And I
would
feel
be.
like the gay community's kind of taken back ownership of that word, and certain people
I think
say
so
it
too.
with pride.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
You know,
like,
it's on
like
hats and
women,
shit.
like women that
Yeah.
are like, no, I'm not
It's like
just a
bitch, but they're like,
bitch.
hey, bitch.
It's
Yeah.
a certain,
Yeah.
certain type. I think they have a word for it.
Yeah,
You know.
and that's okay if they want to keep the word. That's fine. I'd like to
Yeah.
lease it for white people, but only like the like full whites, the half breeds like me are okay. Don't
You guys
call
will
me
still
that.
be
it's
left
good.
around to
See,
be
they
like
take
slaves
back
and
the
stuff.
word.
Yeah.
You know, take it back. So
Yeah.
if you take it back and you say it with ownership, then I think being told it kind of loses its power. I don't know.
And you know what?
Maybe that argument isn't true. Thinking about
I've never meant someone gay when I've said that word, though. I've usually meant it like someone who's
absolutely
acting
not.
kind of faggy.
Name
you
another.
know?
What's another word that is a good substitute for that? That is an all-encompassing.
Being a bitch. Being a bitch.
Yeah,
But that's
but
now thought of as
that has
that's
so
some
many
real bitch
meanings
shit.
now. It's like
Yeah, that's
Spanish.
bitch shit.
But it also can be like, "Hey, bitch." It can also be like a positive thing.
Yeah.
But that's thought of as
But-
like what is it? Hyper masculine. I don't know. That could be offensive.
You
to
know, when
a
I was
certain-
younger, and I said things in that
tranche
context.
is a tranche.
Tranche sounds gross.
Of people. A
When-
demographic.
when I
How
said
about
people.
just tranche? Tranche sounds bad enough.
When I said gay in a context like that, like, oh, that's gay, like, I never in my mind for a second, like, the word gay didn't even relate to, like, gay people.
Yeah.
It was just like, it's just, like, something that I don't like for me. I was like, that sucks, or something like that.
And that's why Wanda Sykes is going to kick your ass.
I feel like she's about to pop through any moment now. Be like,
What the hell you mean? That's a bad
Why don't
impression.
you say that shit again?
Yeah. I don't know.
Was that actually pretty good or no?
I don't know.
Kinda a
but it
little
was cultural appropriation, so we're canceled now. It's fine. My mom's still going to listen. She's
I
our
love
only
Wanda
listener,
Sykes.
so. Yeah, she's
She
funny,
used to
dude.
kill. Yeah. Her stand up. But yeah, I love her.
She's
on,
still funny.
She's
She's always funny.
Yeah.
Do you remember on Crank Anchors when she was the one puppet and she was called the auto repair shop and was like,
Yeah.
hey, who's shit in my car?
Somebody left a shit in my bag.
She's like, how tall are you, sir? How tall are you? He's like about 6'3". She's like, it was yours.
Yeah, she's like, I measured it. It was yours. My calculations add up, sir. It is your shit.
She's in the Curb episode with the racist dog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's in a lot of the Curb episodes. I love Wanda Sykes. She's funny.
How about this? Would you rather be an extra in a really good movie or have a really big part in a bad movie?
Oh, because I have some really bad parts in bad shows already.
Yeah.
What if you're like the waiter in The Godfather?
I think I'd rather be an extra in a really good movie than a lead in a shit movie.
That might affect your career.
Well, just more for my friends talking shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I used to be like,
That's right,
I was the lead in a
Crocketeers.
movie.
Well, that movie actually did good fictionally, didn't it? Crocketeers.
Which movie's that?
Crocketeers. Not Along Came Polly.
Oh,
They're fake movie.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's movie is in. You got any more questions?
Is there a question? I just have a few
R.I.P.
ideas. Is there a question you can never answer yes to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to suck this dick?
Okay. Gay stuff. Minus gay stuff.
And it's nothing about being homophobic. They're just dicks are like onions to me. I just know I don't want it in my mouth.
no problem. Let's just say not
It's
gay
just not my
stuff. So
thing.
gay stuff's off the table.
It's just not my
and
thing.
murder's off the table. And all,
Okay.
like shit like that. Is there anything that you can't say yes to?
Yeah. Do you want onions on that?
Okay, onions.
Yeah.
Fuck
I'm fine with
onions.
that.
Your thing.
Yeah, fucking onion.
You'll
What's
just
the point
never
of
say
an
yes.
onion?
Like,
It
fine,
overpowers
just do the
the food.
onions.
It overpowers the food.
Yeah.
It shits all over whatever you're eating.
It's an overpower. Yeah,
I'm with you on this.
Yeah,
Boom.
fucking onion.
I use onions. I
Fuck
used to
onions.
not, but I get it. I understand.
I used to
Maybe
be
a green onion.
I used to be roommates with
Oh, see?
Jason, and he
Here
would
we
cut
go.
them real small and try to
There's a
sneak
chance
them.
to pull you over.
It's got to be cooked.
He used to try to sneak onions into my food. I'm
Fucking
like,
raw.
what do you have
Used
to
to?
prove?
What are you
Who's
saying?
eating raw
Used to?
onions? That's an animal, is what I want to know.
He would sneak little pieces of onions into my food or roommates, and I'm like, what is this for? Like, why? What do you
disgusting.
gain
And he would
from
get
this?
like almost to like nothing left before he
I
found
knew
the
they were
first
there. I've
one.
been spitting them out.
Well, this may
the
be a
whole
hot
time.
topic, but I'm not much of a condiment person either.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
need to cut condiments
yeah.
obviously out of my life. Yeah, already. But
No. Do you have like a top 5 condiment?
I don't even think I need 5. I just need 3. Fucking
Okay.
ketchup, mayo, mustard. That's it. Fucking ketchup, mayo, mustard.
I'll say ketchup,
And some
mayo, mustard,
variation
ranch.
together.
I need ranch,
I can
and
do
sometimes
ketchup.
barbecue sauce. But
Those are the ones I have a problem with. I did keto for a year, and so like I got stuck eating fucking basically just grease and fat and garbage, and I'm
basically
like,
eating mayonnaise like it's peanut
yeah.
butter.
And so I mean, I've stopped buying mayonnaise. I've got a mayonnaise cutoff in my house. Yeah,
Eating mayonnaise.
yeah.
I like mayo, but when there's too much, it makes my stomach hurt. Like it's too
Like
rich.
with stuff, never
No.
by itself.
Like when we
I'm
go to
not a fan.
McDonald's, just like they
I'll
have a
tell you, I'm not a
mayonnaise
fan.
gun and they just fucking unload on that
people that do it.
burger.
No.
I can't do it.
I'm not a fan. My grandpa used to always put it on eggs. Second I bite into it with mayonnaise.
Eggs?
Eggs and
Spitting
mayonnaise,
it right
Everybody's
out. Like
got
on a
weird thing with
sandwich.
mayonnaise,
Like on a
man.
breakfast sandwich.
Oh, so it's almost because it goes well with
I've
egg
the
salad.
I've done- bacon.
If there's bacon or
Yeah.
sausage, I can see that because I've done that.
It's a
before.
damn good sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
All right.
Mine's will you help me move? I'll always
yeah,
say no.
Yeah, we're too old for
I
that
just
shit.
don't want to fucking do it.
I got to help a friend move tomorrow to Austin, and I talked him into getting movers. So I was
You need
like,
it.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
It's
you're
better
an
for your
adult.
shit,
We're
too.
adults here, all right? You want to ruin our fucking friendship over this one day?
it's better
Like,
for the their belongings.
Spend a couple
Yeah.
$100 instead of having back pain for like 10 days.
yeah.
What are you paying the mover just to load the truck for him to then drive, or paying
Yeah.
for them to actually drive it to Austin?
No, they're gonna load the truck and we're gonna drive it down.
Oh, okay.
And I made them rent a dolly so I can anything I do have to move, I just set it on that and I can wheel it in.
Absolutely.
I've done
Good
that
thing
before.
about getting to Austin, no problem finding homeless people to help you unload.
Oh yeah,
You can
absolutely.
probably pick up some help.
Yeah. I remember when I
a good
went to,
idea.
I went to school at UT.
That's a good idea.
And my dad did that. I swear to God, when I
I've
moved in
done it,
there.
dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sad part, he came back like 6 months later because he knew where I lived. And I mean, I was cool with him, and I smoked a bowl with the guy.
Yeah.
And then he broke down. He's like, "Hey, I need help." I was like, "Well, this is kind of where the buck stops here."
Yeah, he thought he was going
I
to get
helped
extra.
you. I loaded a bowl, dude.
I didn't let him inside my place. We went down to the courtyard, but yeah, that's where he told me that he made most of his income by being a lab rat for different
Medical research and shit.
and that's what brought him to Austin. But yeah, it's bad down there with
Yeah.
the homeless people right now, though.
Oh yeah, it's always been bad, but it's even worse
Yeah.
now. But it's like,
Well,
hey,
they used to be like half homeless people everywhere. Now they're actual homeless people who have taken over the real estate, and they have better camping gear than I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they have permanent dwellings there.
But they're also making cash under the table every day.
Also,
too,
didn't you know he needed help when he was a homeless man helping you? Wanted to help you move. Like, yeah, I know you need help,
Well,
bro.
he
I
been a
forget what it
choice.
was specifically. Like he was in desperate need. I don't know if he wanted a place to stay because that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people come to Austin to be homeless and shit, don't they?
I feel like they kind of are now. I feel like they're starting to treat it like L.A., like how people just get in their car and move there, and I'm going to be a comedian or an actor, and now they're like Joe Rogan and all these people moved
I'm
to
going to
Austin.
South by Southwest, and I'm going to make it.
When I went to school there, which was 10 years ago, there was like a tranche of people
Nice
called,
use. There you go.
Yeah, called drag rats, which
Yeah.
were basically young, early 20s, not quite homeless, but like right before you hit
Like
homeless.
they all had parents probably in homes and shit, but they just were
but they
runaways
probably
and
all
chose
lived
not
together.
to live.
They
in
were
South
probably
Austin at
all
the time.
squatting, right? They like
Yeah.
all had
Fucking
squatters'
street
rights.
kids.
Isn't
And
that
now
lovely?
they're
Street
probably all
urchins.
officially homeless, but they're
Or half dead.
yeah.
Or one of them married
unfortunately.
somebody rich that was a hippie. I was like, no, bring them all. I have a whole farm they can all live on.
Those
Yeah,
are the
Austin's a great city, but it's just fucking insane how
Those are the people that do those
how they've taken
communes.
over the actual
Yeah.
main area of Austin. I don't know how they.
I saw a video of Tim Dillon saying
not
that it was
safe.
a dump. I thought it was a bit, but I think he was telling the truth. He's like,
Yeah.
"Austin
He doesn't
is
like
a
it. Yeah,
dump."
No, I think he
wouldn't wanna
actually
be a
just
woman
announced he's moving.
walking around.
You bought a house there?
No.
I know. He said he's. I think he just said like yesterday he's leaving, going back to L.A. He's
I would
like,
not.
really?
I would not feel safe being a woman walking around by myself on 6th Street with the conditions
have to
that
be in a
I
group.
saw it in.
Yeah.
No,
and I
dude.
don't
Not
even mean
back then.
I don't even mean while it's open. I mean during the off hours from like 2 a.m. to through, which I guess that's dangerous anyway. But even in the morning,
Yeah.
like before 10 a.m.
Well, I
8
think
to
during
10.
the day, even like 3 p.m., like
Yeah.
down that area, especially with how many
dawn and
homeless are there
dusk
now.
hours, things get weird.
Hey, I got to
Yeah.
tell you, it was pretty fucking scary in that time in Denver, bro. Remember all
Yeah,
those fucking
Denver's
homeless
bad.
people there?
Denver-
There was so many.
They said
homeless
there were,
people
at
in
that
Denver.
moment there was like 16,000 homeless people in the downtown Denver area.
Wow.
And I'm like, how are they alive in the winter? Like this was December.
They
Like
would try
the
to go
same-
west.
I'm like, these are fucking warriors. These aren't homeless people. These are soldiers.
These same people would panhandle up the street one way, and then we'd see them the other way, and they panhandle again like they didn't fucking just see us a minute ago. You know, didn't give a shit.
Bro, I just gave you $1. He's like, you got another? I'm like, no, I don't.
Time has passed.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's move on. Let's do the open mic. Jason's going to hold the bass for you while you stroke it. And stroke it to the left or the right. Give it a good hard spin.
Pride month.
And whatever it lands on, we'll all kiss a gay dude over it. Weird turn-ons or turn-offs?
Weird. Define weird.
Yeah, does it have to be weird?
It can just be whatever your turn-on.
What are some of your turn-ons or turn-offs?
I really get turned on when someone has a vagina. I'm really
Yeah,
into
that's
that.
cool. That's
Actually, I'll
cool.
leave
That's
this
like
here
a
so you
really
can see
cool-
some of these other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing I like.
Would you let a woman peg you?
That's a no for me.
Would I?
Yeah.
Have I?
Hey, it's apparently becoming more and more widely adopted. I would not be a man, I would not be down with that because I think that you would lose any bit of man card the second your girl gets
Drills you.
behind you. And you're on all fours,
Yeah.
and she penetrates you, it's over.
Yeah.
Any fight after that comes up,
She's like,
you can't
yeah,
win.
shut up.
Yeah, because that's the final.
I can see
that's
that.
the final closer.
That's
She'll
the
have
final
that at all
card
times.
right there. You can't give her the remote forever. See, the thing is, like, I
You want me
haven't
to go
been
get my
pegged.
dick?
I'm not really into it, but I think I'm more comfortable enough in my sexuality. I'd be like, yeah, so you fucked my butt. Also, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I just, had
Just
to ask
like a
it.
bitch that gets
One
fucked.
for the sake of comedy, but I mean, you do hear it brought up now.
Yeah, I don't know. I just doesn't seem like my thing. I'm
No,
just not-
absolutely not.
What about snowball kisses?
What's a snowball kiss?
Where the chick will fucking take your jizz and kiss it back in your mouth.
That's
just-
not okay.
Yeah, I'm not down.
And that's why I tell them, like, I don't care if you spit or swallow. I don't care where it goes once it's out of me. I don't even
Yeah.
care if it goes in your mouth. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I do this
Bring
like,
a trash
pretty
can
much
over.
saw that in a porn once, and I slammed my fucking computer shut.
like ill, like don't go
it
there
ruined
again.
it.
You know what else I
I
don't
was
like
just
in
about to
porn?
bust like in sync with the porn, and then they did that, and
You know what else I don't like in porn? When they show you the back of the sausage factory, when the gape. I'm like, I'm not trying to
the
look in there.
reverse angle.
Yeah. You know, like when the chick's butthole's spread open and they show you and I don't want to see that.
Well, there's
That's-
that. I thought you were talking about what I think you're thinking, where you're getting like maximum stretch from the fucking
Yeah.
sack and stuff right from back there.
yeah, that. But I know what you're talking about. Just the zoomed in, like gaping hole. It becomes like a
like you can
target
almost see
shooting.
like a
It becomes
like a thing in there. What's in there?
Am I
There's like a
watching
thing
Yeah,
in
what
there.
is that?
Science
There's a little
project?
guy in there. That's the
Like-
G spot.
I've become concerned for their assholes.
Look, your prostate's enlarged. I don't have a prostate. You better call a doctor because you do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like that. A turn on for me is like when chicks have that little dip right there on their hip. Like when they're wearing like some of the shows,
a little dimple.
The little on their
actual
hip,
turn
where the
on.
hip bone. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a turn on for me. I like that.
Let's see.
Some women have the dimples on the back where you can put your thumbs. I kind of like that. You know what I mean?
On their actual back.
Yeah, right on their back,
Where
by their butt,
they have the
their
perfect
waist.
spot to center up a tramp
Yeah.
stamp right there.
Yeah, so I can remember your name.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Stephanie.
Appreciate it.
What
Have y'all
what-
been with a woman with a tramp stamp?
Yes.
Again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I exclusively only get with women with tramp stamps.
Yeah, I my name.
It may
is,
be
my
like a
name is
period
on,
thing. I don't know if that's just like of our era.
My
you know?
name from when I was younger, not anytime recently, but like when I was like fucking 18, 19, 20, like I had a couple of chicks put my like tattooed my name and shit on top of stuff. I had a tramp stamp with my name, and a chick put my initials above her fucking cooch. And
You
it was
allowed
like,
this.
I mean, hey, I thought it was
It's not
kind
his
of cool.
body, not his choice.
Yeah, it
Todd.
wasn't my body. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
That is one area where I do not agree. You know,
These
I'd become
were-
anti-feminist right there.
These were people from Arizona, so I mean, they're a different. They're a different.
Those
breed
are
out
zombies.
there.
Those are lizard people. Literally, they're in the desert.
They're-
I do want to say, though, I want to go on record, like from what you're saying, kind of sparked a thought for me. The tramp stamp is kind of dying out. Women aren't really getting that anymore, unless they're in Arizona and they have a
Unless.
Jeep and a chameleon tattoo or a lizard. I think the new tramp stamp is when they get the chest done up here, which
The collar.
I love tattoos and tattooed girls, but I don't know what it is. I'm not into the tattoo here. I feel like you just ruined a good thing already.
Oh, yeah.
They're titties. You don't need to
It can
decorate
be
titties.
done, but is it done well that often? You know,
Yeah,
it's one of
And if
those.
like
It's
a
one of those
simple-
things.
Have you seen like the simple ones? It's like a geometric piece that like just goes between the titties, and it's
Yeah.
like lines. But when they have like a full piece here, I feel like I'm fucking a prison guard. I feel like she's gonna turn me over, and then I'm gonna get pegged.
I'm not a fan of the side tattoo. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh, I
Just
kinda,
sides
the one
in
up the side
general?
here.
Yeah, up the rib cage.
Yeah. What
that,
about-
that is, I'd say, a
kinda like
tramp
that.
stamp's tramp stamp. Like that. That is, that's anal on the first date. You know.
Yeah, what about
If you
words?
see
Maybe that's
one of
why I'm
those.
into it.
What about words everywhere, like scriptures and words and verses and all that?
Which I don't even turn the captions on when it's in a different language. I'm not. No,
Like
thanks.
you don't actually read it until you're like fucking hit. You're like, oh shit.
Like this makes no
Oh
sense.
fuck.
I see
You
a
can't
typo.
slide up a stairway. What are you talking about, bitch? And I only call her bitch because she asked me to.
Which
Sex is weird.
translation is this on your back?
What's all this Hebrew?
Is this New King James?
We were
or,
listening to that song the whole time we did it.
Yeah. Oh. Why do you have Smash Mouth lyrics? No wonder why you're into me. All right, I'll give it a spin here. I'm too old for that.
I'm too old for that.
I'm too old to stand at concerts. I'm not doing it anymore. I buy seats now.
Fuck that
I don't
shit.
care.
Yeah.
If I'll pay money to go see you, I'll pay a little extra
Pay
to
for
go
comfort.
sit down. Yeah, and I want someone to bring me my drink, and I want someone.
You want a
just
good, clear view of the stage.
I want a good clear view, and I want people down there to know that I'm better than them.
and no one's in my
Yeah.
way while I'm filming.
I
Yeah.
want the acoustics. I want it to sound good.
I want it all to converge right here.
I don't want to have
In
my
my
head
seats.
cracked open. I don't want to get pushed. I don't want to get breathed on. I don't want your armpit on me.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in a fight with you.
Me and Jason, especially Jason's like 6'4". We've been to tons of concerts when we were young men.
Yeah.
And like people get so mad because
We've assaulted
we
a lot
push
of
our way
people.
through the front.
Yeah.
And then people get
happens.
mad. Like I've heard girls get mad. Can you fucking move? And I'm like, bitch, look how many people are around us. No, we can't.
No.
She's like, why
No.
are you standing in front of me? I was like, because I couldn't see from behind you. What do you,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a concert. But then also me and Jason have built a wall and nobody gets past.
Yeah, I mean, if you're up in front of the stage, I think it's just body on body, depending on.
You're being shoved anyway against.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
You
It's
just-
almost can't do anything. to
It
begin
doesn't
with.
appeal to me anymore. I still love
Yeah,
metal
but
and
fuck
all
that.
that. Dave Mustaine made some very weird faces at me, and he's already got a weirred face.
Serious
Remember his
eye
guitar
contact.
player?
Oh, yeah.
His guitar player was looking at me because we're in the front, and he's like, "You like that?" And I'm like, "No,
You want this pick? You want this pick?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
music's good, but stop. Look at her. She's hot." And the girl's
Yeah.
showing her titties. He's still
She
like,
might.
he's literally going like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "No, oh no."
You big boy, right? Like the,
I've been to a lot of concerts, but one year during the Dallas Guitar
for the record,
Festival,
he didn't say that. Okay?
I think he did.
He's
but-
like, you big boy.
get this though, during the Dallas Guitar Festival, I want to say it was like 7-8 years ago, Ted Nugent was playing.
Motor
in
City
it.
Madman.
Yeah. And that was like their main attraction, other than all the guitars that people buy and sell. It's kind of like that shoe thing, same place, but it's for guitars, and they have a lot of really good, technical virtuoso type people. And Ted Nugent was there, and right before he played Stranglehold, he said, "If anyone can play this song note for note the exact same way I can, I will suck your dick."
Oh,
then he sucked my dick.
nice. Dick sucked by
No, but I
Ted
swear to God, he
Nugent.
did say that, and it was very uncomfortable because he had a black stagehand, and he was saying very negative things to him publicly. I mean, it was uncomfortable. It was the closest thing to a rally I've ever been to.
Oh, shit.
The playing was good, but between the banter was a little extreme.
It's very unprofessional.
Yeah, a little maybe
Well, you know what
uncomfortable.
they say, Nugent is the other N-word.
No.
So
I don't know if that's an every show thing or just because he was here, but
to him, cat
it was
scratch
a
fever
wild
means something
show.
else. Okay,
Yeah.
where do you find big cats? In the jungle.
Yeah.
Ted Nugent's a racist. I don't know. What are you too old for, Jason?
I'm too old for fucking. I found out this weekend I'm too old. I listen to a lot of the same music that my teenage kids listen to, but I'm too old to attempt to sing along the verses with them.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, I just have to just flat out stop.
Yeah, I'm too old for a lot of things. I'd like, even just like sex. If I, in the occasion I do get a
Too old for sex?
Well, no, let me finish. Okay, that's what I have to say. Like,
I mean, I got
I'm gonna
one as
finish.
well.
I promise.
Yeah.
No, but like on a one night stand, I can't just go like get back to a chick's house and just like get into. I gotta stretch first. I can't do sex without. I gotta
go
stretch,
take a dump,
or I'm gonna
take
have
a piss. Fucking.
well, no, I'll be fine. Like I'll pee before we leave the bar, but I can't. I'll have deer leg for like a week after that if I don't. You know, that shaky leg. I'm like, I got to stretch these legs out, these glutes.
Oh
I can't.
shit.
For
You
my
must be
full
taking
performance.
some extreme stances there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm too old for is any type of show with like middle school to like tween. I don't know what you call that age range, but where they're fucking.
Sure.
You know, which is most like Netflix type movies.
Yeah, unless it's
I'm not
Cobra
into
Kai.
that.
Cobra
Yeah.
Kai I can do, but the rest of them, I'm too old for
Yeah,
that shit.
I can't watch a kid love story. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
like I don't know.
My wife literally watches all that shit. Like, Pen 15, all of that stuff.
Jason walks in the room, and that's a statutory rape right
Yeah,
there.
I'm like, I don't feel like I should be here watching the story right now. I'm going to go ahead and go.
I feel like I'm too old for TikTok and Snapchat. I'm
Not
too.
Snapchat.
Yeah, I am too old. You just say it because you use Snapchat.
Yeah.
I don't. I only get on Snapchat when a chick's like $35 and I'll send it and I'm like, all right, let's see. But other than that, I don't really
Platforms evolved, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't really
You
use
just gotta
that.
know
one.
how to work those bitches. No, actually, I have none of them at
They're
all.
women,
I've-
not bitches.
I've filtered all of them out from talking to me.
Yeah, your body, your choice.
Yeah, I'm too old for most things. I think I'm just irritated with things now, like an old man. I'm just like, sometimes, okay, I got one. I'm too old for hookah bars. No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
Unless
yeah.
they're paying me to perform there, I don't.
Well, I'm getting too old for fucking comedy. I'll tell you that. Like being on stage, but being at mics and things around some of these people.
Yeah.
You know, I like
takes
being
its toll.
shows, but
You don't drink anymore, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't drink
Well, I don't
every
mind
single time
being
I go
around
out.
people.
I do. It gets annoying. Dealing with a drunk woman when you're not drunk is the worst
No,
thing.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't like being
But-
around sloppy drunk thing, but actually here, I don't know if it's just the scene or just because I was such a bad fucking drunk, but I'm actually surprised that more people don't normally get like blackout drunk. It's not a very sloppy scene. You know, people drink, but
No, it's not. I'll give the scene that. It's really
I don't know
not.
if it's because you have to drive far from gig to gig or whatever it may be, but
That and I mean I've watched the scene turn over a few times and it's gone through phases of that. I mean, I don't drink every time I go out. I mean, I drink like maybe 3 or 4 times a month, if that often. And like 2 of those times are usually in Jason's backyard. I don't really care to.
If I was still
go out
drinking
and
at a bar
up.
for 2 hours, you know, every night, I mean,
Ugh,
be a
even
bill a night.
yeah, I can't do it. When I was newer at comedy, I'd get fucking sloppy before I go up, but I wasn't going up till 1:55 a.m.
Yeah.
But now I'm
And then
just
it's just
like,
not even productive. You don't
Well,
even remember what you said.
I actually learned from COVID because I used to go out with groups of friends like every weekend, pretty much, and like we'd go spend $200, $300, $400, $500 fucking drinking and shit for the weekend, and it's just like, man, I liked staying at home, going to people's houses, drinking at home,
Yeah.
the real price,
Maybe
buy the
buying
shit.
a nice steak.
right.
Yeah,
and that's
Oh,
still
yeah.
cheaper than what I
a
spent
good
normally.
piece of
That's a sign of getting older as a man is when
Yeah.
you hit that butcher.
I think so too.
Yeah, dude.
Start smoking meats and shit.
You don't get the prepackaged shit. You go talk to the butcher.
Oh yeah, let me get a nice fatty cut on the edges, and also throw a couple sausages in there too. Then you get a nice bottle if you do drink of whatever you drink, instead of going out and drinking fucking Vegas bombs and Washington apples all night.
Now, I will admit
thanks.
I'm not a very good griller, which I'm a little insecure about. You know, I see a lot of people on social media with their fucking grills and
Sure.
their,
Oh, dude.
you
I
know,
don't have
their
a grill
meats
right
that
now,
they're
but-
cooking.
This takes a little
I'm sure
practice.
smoking is kind of easy because you just throw it in there, right?
Grilling is easier than smoking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Let me ask you, whenever you
Why?
Because grilling, you just time it and flip it and watch it, and there's a system to it. So you just make sure, like, if you're doing a gas one, the gas is low, like medium
Yeah.
to low, or if you're doing charcoal, there's no flames. That's all you got to
Yeah.
do. It burned, there's no flames. You cook that shit, flip it a couple times, done, finished.
Yeah.
Close it in between.
It hadn't affected me that much, but you know, if there's another man on the grill and
Yeah, you're like,
you
"Hey,
know,
go ahead,
it's-
man."
Yeah,
Gotta puff your chest.
yeah,
I got it.
I let the the alpha on the grill. You know, it's not me. I'm definitely the beta when it comes to
The
grilling.
good thing with that is
Little
you don't,
bitch.
you don't stink like smoke or any of that
yeah,
shit.
you little
so.
grill bitch.
Well, I just sit back and bring the food. You know, what I like about grilling is the moment of the transfer of all the meat from the grill to the table.
Yeah.
And that's where you kind of eat half of it before it even before it gets plated.
Yeah, that's perks of the
course.
road right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you get
That's-
to taste anything when you're cooking.
you got to pay
Plus-
the troll toll if you want to get in this boy's hole. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Plus, there's supposed to always be a beer put in your hand when you ask for one.
Oh,
if
absolutely. There
you're
should
the
be
cook,
one
I'll
around.
take a cold sarsaparilla.
Whenever
You
you
got a
old
diet
crispy
cherry, low calorie
sarsaparilla.
soda in there.
diet fresca.
Be a goddamn.
Whenever you do
Hey,
burgers,
you
do you
gotta-
break the burgers?
You got any grape juice?
Yeah, no, we don't have any fucking grape juice. There's no kids
Let me get
here.
an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. Do you, whenever you cook burgers, do you find yourself breaking the burgers like they fall
I tell you, I
apart?
don't really cook that much. I don't know.
No.
I eat out a lot
I
of my
finally
meals.
figured out, like, for me, the best way is I do frozen burgers and I season them when I put them on the grill. Because I notice when I put fresh burger meat and I try to flip it, like falls apart.
It shouldn't.
My dad cooks
Yeah.
burgers a lot, but on the
did?
oven, like skillet grilling. I don't know.
Skillet burgers are still good.
You can taste
Yeah.
the flavor
They
though
can be good.
missing from grill versus skillet grilling.
Yeah.
It's missing a little of that. It's more like McDonald's-y, I guess.
I like flat iron meats, but I got a pan that's supposed to mimic the grill, but it's for your stove. So like I'll cook up a steak on it, and it's still a pan, but it's got the grill marks, and actually, I don't know, it's pretty good.
Nice. I'll take it. Y'all know how to put down a good steak.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not buying a fucking sirloin if I'm making it at home. What am I, peasant? No.
Sirloin's good. There's good cuts of sirloin.
Yeah, and there's good pieces of shit. You still flush them. Get yourself a ribeye or a fucking T-bone or New York strip. I'm really into New York
You
strips.
can get you a
right now.
tomahawk.
New York
That's like the
strips are
Louis Vuitton of the steak.
I
you
like
know?
tomahawks, but I'm not a big fan of like I don't know.
There's a lot of fat on them. It's a lot of
Yeah.
I
fat.
do like the fat pieces.
Overrated.
It gets a little. You know that
Louis
I do
Vuitton
too.
overrated.
It's a
I went to
little
the mall
much.
recently. I had no idea how many people are buying these purses, but it looked like a line at Six Flags.
Yeah.
Clearly, people who couldn't pay rent.
buying what?
Louis Vuitton.
The Louis Vuitton
items.
store has a line
It's
outside
jumped
of it
the
at
shark.
the mall.
It's
Yeah.
jumped
Oh.
the shark. Yeah, ever since
Like
things
the
have
kiosk
opened,
at
but
the mall or the actual
the
Louis
actual
store?
stores.
Oh, okay.
Anytime I've been inside of a mall since the pandemic has ended, there's
Yeah.
been a line of. I thought that these things
Kind
were
of all
supposed
the
to be
snobby
expensive,
stores are like that. Yeah, they are kind of.
but I'm very confused by the people in the line.
Oh, yeah.
and what they're wearing is what I'm trying to say.
you should have saved some of that unemployment money. Don't blow it on a Louis bag, you fucking idiot. I mean, you could sell it, but you're not
Maybe
going
put
to
it
get
in your
value back.
child's, college fund.
I think that's possibly all the people that accounted for it being good till September, but now it's running out. They're like, oh shit, I can
Yeah.
bring that Louis bag back, right?
That's.
Do they finance? Do they do financing? I don't know.
I don't think so. No,
Stock
you
I
can't.
think they
I
do
don't know.
Klarna.
I think-
Yeah,
I
you
think
gotta
that
Klarna,
sales will
Affirm.
beat expectations.
That
this is
or
my
if,
stock
if you
pick.
fixed your credit like I did over COVID with your unemployment money,
Yeah, you
maybe
just throw
you
down
could
your
get a credit
actual
card.
credit card.
Yeah, Capital
But-
One will fucking pay it for you.
Yeah.
Man, this looked like a cash-only crowd. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And Capital One's ready to peg you for sure.
All right, we're getting kind of tight on time. We're gonna. We only got like 10 minutes left, or do you need to go real quick?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll run a new joke by Jason real quick. Anyways,
All right.
All right, so let's talk shit about this fucking weirdo.
Right, so this fucking dude right here.
No, I did that joke last week about being done with Tinder. Do you remember that?
I do.
I actually added to that joke.
It was funny.
I added to it where I say, anytime I am on dating apps, that like when you've seen it before, where a lot of the girls' profiles they'll be like in a canoe or they're fucking hiking or climbing a mountain. I report every one of those profiles. That's too much work. Too much work, bitch. You want me to climb a rock? What, they got margaritas up there? I'm not fucking doing that. Plus, you seen that show Snapped? Those are all things old wives do to kill their husbands. Take them canoeing, push them out the boat, let them fall off a mountain.
Sus.
Yeah,
That does
no.
seem suspect.
I don't like that. Also, you've seen the ones where the girls are like holding up a dead fish or they're holding up like a dead deer, like an animal they cared, like they're hunting.
Yeah.
I report those too because I'm like, that animal probably did nothing to her. What's that bitch going to do to me when I cheat on her or something stupid? She's emotionally invested in me. She'll fucking do way worse.
Yeah.
No thanks. I report those. Let's see if I had another new one. We'll vamp till he comes back. Boop, boop. I did write something. I did get so drunk the other night that I wore a fedora. But for like 5 minutes. I wasn't that drunk. I was just 5 minutes. I saw a chick on Bumble who used the dog filter for her pictures.
Yeah.
And then I realized that wasn't a filter. Yeah. So, yeah. Good pee?
Yeah.
Did you shake it?
Yeah. I think I
Nice.
need to see a urologist. I pee entirely too much. Like, it
Yeah.
affects my sleep at this point. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It takes me a long time to pee, too. I'll just be standing there for like 3
Oh,
minutes. I think
dude.
people think that I'm tugging out.
That sounds like a medical thing. for
Sometimes
sure.
I'll pee for so long. I'm like, all right, already. I'm just gonna piss my pants. I don't want to stand here anymore.
I'm tired
It's so
of standing
annoying.
here.
Like I noticed, I had to cut out a lot of sugar because I was diabetic at one point. I lost weight, and I'm not. But I noticed if I do eat like too much sugar, I'll be peeing like every 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got
So
a
I
problem
try to
with
avoid
sugar.
like ice cream and shit like that. I love
Nah.
sweets, but I just avoid that shit.
I quit drinking it. Sugar intake went way up,
Yeah.
which I hear is kind of a
Okay.
normal thing. But
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I think alcohol converts to sugar. I don't know. Not to
Gotta
sound
replace
too, Pride Month.
Well, if you find Jesus and just pray for forgiveness, and I don't know, I'm not
Get a
religious.
tattoo on your rib cage.
Yeah. Get John 3:16.
Put the Serenity Prayer on your back.
Get Tupac's praying hands.
So you call the 13th step right there.
Definitely not rosaries and crosses, it sounds like. I mean, or maybe it might be.
I don't know. I just feel like everyone who's in recovery looks like everyone they know is still in recovery from them. Like the ones that not like you don't really bring it up or talk about it as much, but like some people don't shut the fuck up about it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the more you talk about it, the more it makes you want to do it. Just
I know there's a
move on
lot of
already.
people in recovery that I know all look like Aaron Carter.
Who's
They all
Aaron
have
Carter?
Tattoos on their neck and face and shit like that, and it's like
Look like they're ready to shoot heroin
they
into
look
their
like
neck.
they never.
That may be more of an
Actually
NA crowd.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do the neck tattoo. I was thinking about that earlier because I'm about to get some more tattoos, but I'm like, I don't think I could do the whole neck. I don't think
If I never had
That's
to
a
work for
commitment.
somebody else forever, I'd be down for it.
I thought about getting the bottom of my feet and maybe my hands like a cat.
You should,
Has that been done, or would the feet hurt like hell?
I mean,
bet
I'm
it
sure
hurt.
it's been done, but I mean,
Just to make a solid.
well, yeah, because you have to walk on them all the time. They never fucking heal. You should just get.
I mean, the only time
stigmatas.
you'd see this badassery would be when you're in the pool swimming
Yeah,
and a man with fucking paws.
but still, if you had hand paws, you see those all the
Well,
time.
that'd be a little Pride Month, but the feet paws would be kind of cool. I don't know. It was just a thought that I had. Probably not my best thought, but
I'll go on a limb and say it's not. it's not. I don't think it's anybody's best thought.
It was,
It's like one of
it was
those
an idea for sure.
wasn't there a show where they corrected people's terrible tattoos, and one, the way that they corrected it,
Yeah.
was,
Yeah,
it
man,
was right
tattoo
around his
nightmare.
belly button, and they made it an asshole.
They made the cat's asshole. Yeah, and the host of the show is Dave Navarro with his shit ass Batman tattoos.
garbage
Dave
tattoos.
Navarro, that guy's
Yeah.
laid some pipe.
Oh, dude.
Yes, he has.
That guy's fucking provided water for a
I'll
whole
go
sea of
Pride
people.
Month for Dave Navarro.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah.
See you on the other
In
side.
his prime,
Scar tissue. I'm just naming it.
No,
Hot
it's
Chili
right
Pepper
before
songs.
Scar Tissue. It was after Blood Sugar Sex Magics. It was what the hell was the name of that? One Hot Minute was
One
the
Hot
one
Minute.
Dave Navarro was on. And Aeroplane was a big hit that he was on.
That's the
Damn.
one song I hate.
That's the one song I love.
He shreds the
Actually, I like a
guitar
lot of the
solo
songs,
at the end
but
of it. Yeah.
I thought that was a good song.
Yeah.
Gets me hyped.
I mean, he can play.
Okay.
He can play.
Jason also hates "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey and
right,
"Bohemian Rhapsody" by Queen.
Absolutely.
So every time
Queen
I get
has a
drunk,
lot
I
of
play him.
great songs. You know,
They have other good songs.
That one gets played so much that it steals the thunder from their catalog. You know,
Yeah.
Just everybody in the bar always sings it together in harmony and unison together, and it just makes me.
Oh, so it's not the
get it.
song you hate unity.
I
That's what
don't. I
it
don't want
is.
to be in harmony and unison with pure strangers and shit. And other
yeah, a
people
bunch of
around me.
losers
Yeah, fuck
singing
that
"We Are
shit.
the Champions."
Yeah, looking each other in the eye and smiling, going, "No, I'm the winner."
I wanted to say I want to unify with people. Then you said that, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to associate myself with them. I'll be in my seat upstairs. Let me know when y'all are done.
And I look over
I'll
at
give it
you
a
and
nice
you're
golf
fucking
clap.
singing it. That's how I know I got to fucking go outside.
Be civilized. Golf clap. You know.
All right. Well, let's move on. Now it's time for some crime stories.
Crime stories. What's that?
About to
Stories of
find
crime.
out and see.
Jason's
Okay.
going to read us a story, and then we'll talk about it.
Time for crime stories, bitch. 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 Time for crime stories, bitch.
Okay, so we got a Detroit man, new location.
Always a good starting place.
It's usually Florida for us because there's so much. It's
Okay.
so rich in crime.
Yes, it's just plenty of garbage down there.
Well, and I think there's some law in Florida that's why the headlines are always. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
heard this.
yeah, they
it
have
may have
to-
even been from a podcast. So sorry if I'm
They
stealing.
have to publicize in Florida. Their law is like if you do something bad, they put it in media. Like
Yeah.
there's no.
Or
keeping
there's
it
like
out
no
of the media.
restrictions,
It's their
so you're
public
able to
shaming
report
system.
Yeah.
certain details that you can't otherwise. Kind of like in California about a year and a half ago, a newscaster. He was a closet homosexual. He died in a motel, just getting pounded to death in a meth bender.
Nice.
And they put the only reason I know
Nice.
all of this is because a general news story had these details, and this guy was married with kids. They couldn't spare a couple of these details.
Yeah. Well, the best time to kick a man is when he's down.
Yeah.
agree.
I mean, just right after he's. I don't know.
It's
After
easier.
somebody
It was
dies, that's
gruesome
when all
details of a gay meth fuckfest bender where sadly one man lost his life and his kids had to find out.
But you know, it doesn't matter to him anymore. So,
Nah, fair point.
Yeah, it's
Maybe it does. Maybe he's a ghost and he's walking around frustrated now.
I just hope the
Because
other
of
guy
that.
didn't
Yeah.
finish.
I hope he finished. They say when you die, you void your bowels. I hope you also void your cock.
that's that way.
Well,
you
I hope he finished. I hope he got to get one last blast off. But
That's why
I mean, the
frequently-
guy that fucked him to death. I don't know. This
Final-
may be getting a little dark, but I just remember hearing that and reading it and thinking that is the most disturbing level of detail that I've ever seen in a general news story, and I didn't know
It's
why.
pretty gruesome for a regular
Well,
story.
I will say, and this could be a name for the podcast episode also, but I hope he did get to come so he got his final blastination.
No, I mean you can look.
That's
That's
you
a
can
little
look it up.
wordy,
I mean,
but
this
final
is
blastination. That's
final
two words.
blastination. Okay,
somewhat
there we go.
recently. I want to say within the past 2-3 years, a California, maybe newscaster.
Nice. One of our listeners might rush to listen and look it up, or
Yeah,
My mom's not going
fact
to
check me. No.
so Detroit man. Back to the mitt. Back to
Okay.
the glove.
So back to Motor City.
All right. So Detroit's kind of nice now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is it picking back up?
it's picking up. It's picking up. Okay, so
they
they've
swept
got
the
a
street once.
yeah.
I've
I
never
think,
been,
I think
so-
they still have like Trick still running the streets out there, so he's cleaning it up and making like a lot of programs for everybody around there.
I think
He-
there are
he's the
pockets of,
gangster around
wealth
town.
there.
All right.
Certainly.
He's a gangster with a heart of gold.
That's it. So Detroit man, he wins $30,000 lottery prize.
Nice,
Good for him.
dude.
He could really
Yeah.
change his life,
30K?
his family. 30K.
Okay.
Nice
Yeah,
little
hell
score.
yeah.
I won $30 the other day, and I was pretty fucking happy about it. From Mega Millions. I was like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
$30.
Imagine if you got 1,000 times that.
$30,000.
Made $30 off AMC stock.
So,
by
yeah.
AMC.
Hey, but you bought high, obviously.
No, I bought low,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't buy enough
Not
to
enough
do anything.
for-
Shit,
shit,
and then I
that
sold
sucks.
half of it, so now I just have literally just 3 as a science project.
Just to prove a point.
We'll just hold on to it in case anything crazy does happen.
If it's crazy,
Yeah.
cash in on that. So he spends $20,000 on a chain.
Smart.
Okay. Sometimes when
Yeah,
you come into
okay.
big earnings, it's best that you
Did he
keep
hold on?
quiet
Hold on.
about it.
So he spent 20 on a chain.
Hey,
Did he
you got
spend the
10K
rest at
left over.
lids?
He's gonna tell us right now.
Well, listen to this. So outside of that, so
Lids.
they're saying it's best to just keep yourself quiet about when you get money. I mean, I think I would try to keep relatively
Oh, I
quiet.
won 1,000 at the casino last week, and my face. I watched the machine like counting up to like it was like $1,100, almost $1,200, and nobody like my friends I was there with weren't around me, and I watched it go up, and I sat back and I smoked a cigarette, and I didn't even smile. I was like, nobody needs to know nothing.
No.
And that's just $1,000.
but
Good
still,
amount of cash.
But still, I mean,
still, yeah,
you-
I'm not saying nothing.
Like somebody hard up's like, this guy's got $1,000 cash.
Oh yeah,
on
because I'm always looking to follow someone to the parking lot if they win $1,000.
Hey, what if you go into the bathrooms of some of these casinos? Are you worried about somebody maybe like fucking mugging you in the casino? Even I mean,
Well, I'm not. I mean, look at me. I'm not worried about it. But
Yeah.
they might
'cause
be.
you're such a fucking tough guy.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I look like one. I'm a big giant pussy, but at least I don't look like one. So
A lot of cameras in casinos. I don't know. I haven't been to Choctaw.
yeah, I'm glad they have a camera to catch them after they kick my ass and take my money.
Yeah, maybe it's FDIC
That's what he looks
insured.
like. All right, well, you want us to walk into your car now?
All right, so no surprise, Jamal is our hero of the story here. All right, he was he was the winner of the
Puerto
Michigan
Rican guy?
lottery. He was a black guy. He was
So,
wearing
Chinese guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he $30,000
Mexican?
was his prize. Instead of placing the majority of the winning into savings or investing or somehow using it wisely, he had other immediate plans for it. He got himself a chain, nice chain with a big old medallion on it.
So he spent
Just
2/3.
hooked it up.
Okay.
A few days later, he was at the gas
Notice you
station.
didn't say shit about him paying the taxes he owes on it as soon as he gets it.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised that they didn't collect child support on that shit once he had to claim that shit.
Whoa, come on. Appropriation or something. I don't know.
So a few days after owning this chain, Jamal decided to roll on down to the local gas station and get some blunts or something like that, maybe some swish and some swish of sweets, and
Yeah.
he ended up getting jumped
Oh,
for his chain.
for the chain. Okay.
For the chain.
You're wearing 20 grand on your neck. You
Yeah.
gotta tuck that shit in and
It's not a
pretend
good
Debo's
move.
always following
Like,
you
that's
around.
keeping it too real in the hood. I mean, yeah, you won $30,000, but 20 grand on your neck.
That's stupid. Go buy a gun so you can rob somewhere. That way you can still make money.
I mean-
you create a marketplace.
Even if I owned that and I lived in that would be like my sole prized possession. So, like shoes, I would have the high end, and then I'd have a replica or like a cheap one that I would wear around.
Out. And
Yeah.
then you wear your real ones just basically
Yeah.
around the house
Special
or wherever
occasions,
you're
or just
trusting.
stare at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, stare at it when I'm at home.
It's like Drake said. He said, I wear every single chain even when I'm in the fucking house.
Yeah. Yeah, because if Drake loses all his chains, he can afford to buy more.
Yeah, and they're insured very
Yeah,
highly.
I'm sure.
He probably just puts them all on like a lush housewife, changes them out in his closet, and looks in the mirror.
Probably just to see if it feels
Probably.
heavier with each new one that he adds on. How much
Oh,
can I
dude.
take? Can I Mr. T this shit?
Oh, it's like a neck
I'm
workout.
not a jewelry guy, but if I was Drake, I would only put them all on, but I put them all on at the same time when I fuck a chick, and I would wear them all
Only.
naked.
And just have
Yeah.
like a fire in the corner so it all
That'd
glistens
knock
off
a woman
of
out.
everything.
You get on top like a pendulum.
Hey, if I'm Drake, I'm
That's
not
a lot
getting
of
on top, okay? I don't work for you, lady.
No,
Come
you're
on.
basically Tony, Soprano at that
Yeah.
point. You're on
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm James Gandol-Fingering her.
So Jamal went to the mobile gas station near
Circle.
Warren Avenue, and if you know anything about Michigan or Detroit, Warren Avenue is a bad street.
Okay.
It's not.
That's
a
where
safe
Warren G
street.
is from.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
But
It's Warren Avenue and Grand Boulevard. So they say
No,
easy-
they hooked a left on what is it?
they hooked the left on 2-1 and
2-1,
Lewis.
Yeah, 2-1 and Lewis.
And that's where they saw the brothers shooting dice, and he said, "Let's do this." Now, Warren is the kind of street you can jump out the ride and get fucked up. So I mean,
sounds like
I
it.
love how that's like a tale, the song.
I like it
There's
too.
a
That's-
Wikipedia page that actually analyzes the lyrics, and it goes through the arc of the story.
West Coast rap is like actually that's like the roots of it is like always there's a story with their
Yeah.
flow. It's not just anything about what I got, this and that, and a catchy hook. They're actually telling stories.
Yeah,
Ice Cube,
that's most South
NWA.
music is all big cars and big booty bitches.
Look
and
at me,
stuff.
look at this. Da,
I
da,
don't
da.
like that
Here I
stuff,
got this.
but I don't have any of it.
Nah, that's more like mantras. You know what I think? It's like ghetto mantras.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna wake up and listen to this to make money too.
So this is an ongoing investigation. Security footage from the store shows that these guys came in. They scoped him out from outside at the gas pump. They followed him in. They beat the shit out of him in the store. They ended up taking his chain and his wallet, and they took off. That was it. No license plate, no nothing. There's just a description of the vehicle. There's a video on the internet about it.
I want to see this video.
And it shows the guy getting beat up, and it's like, I mean, I hate to say because he's the victim, but I mean, he looked kind of like a fucking goof going in there with a big ass.
Well,
fucking
you know he's
chain.
dumb. You wouldn't spend 2/3 of the money you have on a fucking chain unless you were already rich, which I doubt because you're playing the fucking lottery. Don't spend 20 grand. 67% of your earnings went to a chain. Unless you're about to get some more money, I think that's dumb. It is really stupid.
Completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that 30,000 could have been life changing, and whatever the situations might have been, also too, for whatever
Yeah.
their situation could be at living in fucking Detroit off
Yeah.
of Warren
I was
Avenue.
gonna say you could
Yeah.
buy a house in Texas.
I hope he got a pair of Jordans.
You'd hope so.
Oh, you know that's
I
where the other
guarantee he
10
got
went.
some Jordans, he got some weed, he drank,
I hope he
he
didn't.
fucked some bitches.
I hope he didn't get
Yeah.
some Yeezys because that would piss me off even more than
Yeah.
the chain. I
I'm
think
not down with that.
I think they're so ugly.
Those sandal things
Those
that are like
weird
$400 or
croc
$500.
alien egg shoes.
Yeah, those are horrible
Those are
looking.
ridiculous.
But they're only like $250, just so you know.
Only they're fucking getting fucked
Well,
250
retail,
times for those.
But now the markup, like I went to a markup. There's a place called the Lab
Yeah.
on Greenville. Which
You got to get on the drops, man. You got to get on the drops to fucking get announced for them.
how do you find that
Just
out?
usually at these stores, you'll raffle in, like if you have a membership with like Finish Line, Foot Locker,
Okay.
or you
Hibbett,
get some black
and those.
friends, Todd. Expand your brand. You know?
See, my wife is half black, so this is how I even know this to begin with.
She
So,
texts me and
yeah.
says Jordan 1's
I
this
told you
color
I'm
coming
new to
out.
the game. Drop is a word I'm gonna have to add to my lexicon. So
Yeah. Go to Hibbett.com too. Hibbett has some good shit, and they always have their launch calendars out. And like sometimes, what my plan is now, when some of these come out, you can get them in the store for like 100 to 150.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy a couple pairs and sit on one and keep the
that's
other
my
one.
plan.
Yeah, that's basically
I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna start
what
buying.
most people
a
are
couple-
doing. I actually almost the other day there was some Jordan 1s. They were pink and black, pink, white, and black. I would never wear them for myself. They wouldn't
No.
go with what
You
I
could
would
have marked
wear.
them up, and I would have bought them for
But
you.
I looked them up on StockX, and they were $15 cheaper than what. I'm sorry, they were $15 cheaper in the store than what they were selling them there.
But if you wait
Which
like
store
a
was
month
this?
or two, you could
It
sell them for like
was-
300.
It was Finish Line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then I looked them up online.
Yeah.
Those shoes weren't available on Finish Line's website.
No,
They were
Finish Line. This is the
just
thing.
there.
I told you, Finish
Interesting.
Line won't post a lot of their Jordans online, but like every few weeks they have some retro ones come out, and so like the mall here is like a ghost town. So every couple of weeks I just take a walk in there and look because it's actually right
Bring
by
your
the
dog?
door.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, sometimes I'll bring her, wear a tracksuit, and it's Russian. No, but I Finish Line. I'll go in there and I'll find like some ones for like $115.
Hell yeah.
And surprisingly,
That's
they have
what
your
they are.
size. You have a common size. I'm
Yeah.
surprised
Which
they
I
even
can
have
justify that. Once it gets to the 3-4
Well, that's the
hundo, it's a
actual
little
price
hard.
of
Like
these
190,
motherfuckers.
I'm like, all right, if I really like them. But anything more than that, I'm like, I'm not spending
it.
300.
Yeah, Air Force
unless
Ones
they're
and
ones I
Jordan 1s
want.
are always supposed to be like fucking 110
Air
bucks,
Force Ones
120
are played
bucks.
out now. Like white
Nah.
women are wearing them.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't care, dude.
They've
I
been
still-
taken
some
over.
all
They've
white
been
ones.
That's the
appropriated.
all white
They all-
ones.
All white
Yeah.
ones always look fresh.
I mean,
But-
they do, but they're about to jump the shark. I'm going to call it now. Jump the shark. Wear them with a gum sole.
I do like the gum sole.
Yeah.
I love
Throw
the
down
gum
the
sole.
gum sole.
No, the gum sole is where it's at.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like that
All white
shit.
is being taken over like
That's
a lot of
tennis.
things
That's
by
tennis.
white women.
Man, I have the low white ones and they squeak like they're wet, and I've tried to do all the tricks they say online, and they just fucking squeak, and it makes.
Is
And then
that-
I got
that's the mids with
no,
the,
no. I have the low ones that do
and they
that,
squeak?
and then I have the mids too, the highs and the straps.
I like a
squeak,
good
so
high top.
I have to wear them without the straps because there's like every time I walk, and
It
I'm
makes
like,
a squeak like when
You're
you walk.
talking about too old. I think I'm getting. I love a good high top, but I maybe getting a little too old. I got a Charlie horse putting on a.
you need to start drinking some V8. You need a V8 in the morning.
And then the other day I woke up in the same spot. Got the same Charlie horse in my damn calf when I woke up.
You
It
wake, you wake up to a Charlie horse?
Yes.
I hate that because I feel like I wake up a split second before, and then it feels like the devil's claws
It's the
in your
most
calf muscle.
excruciating pain. And it's a good minute, 2 minutes. I was punching my
If there
calf.
was a business that absolved a fucking Charlie horse, you could make millions, dude. Because there's, Charlie horse is like the fucking.
We'll take care of
one
a Charlie
pain-
horse for you.
Yeah.
What's that from? How do we,
Yeah, I don't know.
cock vitamins? What?
Yeah, something. I mean, you need some ginkgo biloba.
I started drinking a V8 every morning, and I don't get them anymore. So I was like,
Okay.
More vegetables in your diet.
Something is
Maybe
working
fucking
it out.
eat onions. Yeah.
Nah, it's not that. I know it's not that. Yeah. And if that's what it is, I'll take the Charlie horse.
Yeah.
So they didn't catch the guys.
It's an
obviously,
ongoing thing. They've got the video out there. Yeah, they're looking
They
for
didn't
him.
say how he spent the rest at all. They
No,
didn't
not
mention
at
it?
all. Yeah, I wish they would have. They actually ended up.
He spent it on blunts at that store.
Well, it was a prelude to another little story, which is like they were leading into. It's a double story. I'll just say the thing real fast is that there's a guy who won the lotto like 10 years ago. He won like $1 million. He got a lump sum $1 million. He was just found dead on the 5th of June. He was found dead, face down in the river where he lives, wherever the fuck it is, and. They said there's no reason for suspicious activity, by the way.
Yeah, he's just found face down in a river.
But this guy ended up changing Congress where even though he was a lotto winner, he got it passed so that lotto winners can still claim food stamps and government benefits because you're technically still not working.
Yeah, because you have $1 million.
But still, you got nothing coming
Well,
in.
also, too, if I had $1 million, I'll blow through it in a year, and I'll need to be
So
back on
he ended
food
up being
stamps.
broke. He ended up being in jail within 2 years. He went through the $1 million in 2 years. He ended up doing some jail stints, all that. He was doing drugs real bad. They did an episode of Intervention on him. His family did it like an intervention thing with him, and he was just recently found dead. So
Well, that's probably drugs. That's probably why. Then it sounds like. But
there's a string
how
of
long
lottery winners actually dying. There was another lady attached to me that in May died over mysterious.
What's that old saying? It's like careful what you wish for because you just might get it.
Might be like the lottery is what killed you.
There is
Yeah.
like a real curse with that, but I think it's because the people that win aren't, financially literate to begin with,
Or healthy, or
so
smart.
then they get all of it. Yeah, and probably people, like you said, people find out they want to help their family.
Absolutely.
And soon enough, it's
But the fucking bugs come out of the woodwork for sure. Once you find out you got money.
Oh, nobody's
Fake
going to
friends,
find out. I ain't
fake
telling
families, all
nobody.
that shit.
You have to just catch me. Because I'm not going to call
It's
people
public
like,
information.
lottery.
It's public information. If you want to collect your lottery winnings, you have to consent to them making the information public that your name
is that
was
over
the
a certain
winner.
amount
There's like
or
14.
all amounts.
Yeah, that's for the grand prize.
Okay.
For the grand prize for the
There's like
jackpot.
14 mics in my family. I'd be like, nah, that's my brother. You should hit him up. He just gave me some money. Well, cool, man. That's it. Thanks for coming out. We're right at the hour 10, so we're going to cut it here.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, dude. Promote your stuff. Where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at This Is Birdwell. I have a couple shows coming up. I'm at the last weekend in June at Hyenas Dallas, opening for Jeff Dye.
Nice.
And then the first weekend of August, opening for Joe List
Hell
in
yeah,
Fort
those two
Worth.
good-ass names, dude.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward
Hell
to it.
yeah.
Sounds like it.
I love Jeff Dye. He's hilarious. Joe List is hilarious, too.
What do you got going on?
I have I'll be in Austin this week. What do I have? I just got some stuff from the Improv. I don't know what the dates are. They're supposed to message me back.
Oh,
but I
nice.
do have.
That was a
I
good
don't wanna
show
look
that with Verzi. That was great.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
that's great.
That was fun.
That was a fun ass weekend. That was
Yeah,
my favorite.
it was good to
weekend
watch
so
your
far.
feature set.
Yeah, it was good to be able to do more than 10 or 15 and not have to host. Now I'm not knocking it. I mean, it makes you better doing that, but I'm tired of hosting, man. I've been doing it for
I
3
feel
different
ya.
presidents.
Hey, the host sometimes is the one working the most that night.
Yeah, exactly, and getting the
just
least,
starting it.
and I'm not complaining about that. But I mean, I've been hosting since Obamacare started, dude. Like I'm good. I want a feature.
Kind of sounds like
that
you're
was a good
complaining
show.
a little bit.
I am a little bit. I assaulted a little bit.
bit.
No. But I will be at Hyenas Fort Worth the first week of July, and the next week I'm at Dallas on both of them are Thursday shows, 325 shows. They let me do one of the 25 spots, so that'll be cool. I'd say hit me up for tickets, but those shows are free, so check my Instagram to see when those are. I'll post those soon. At Mikey B, the comic, B like boy. Also, check out, we got lots of these clips on our Instagram, at the Open Mic Podcast. You can also search that on Facebook. I feel like y'all know by now, right? Like, if you're this far into the episode, you know how to find us. But if you don't, where's our Twitter, Jason?
Open Mic 5000.
And find us some slurs for white people. I think we might be onto something with the old F word there. I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got to get a petition with like at least 150,000 signatures.
And they all got to be from gay people, so because that's who really matters these days.
Sure. At least this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. Oh, hey, do me a favor. Start the music real quick. Just point anywhere in the room. Boom. Damn, should have did that earlier. Oh well, it's all right. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
Nothing
You got
anybody
anything?
cares about.
No, thanks for having me. Been fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, dude. And suck it, dorks.